Okay, we're going to start this webinar. I really appreciate everyone joining. You have, if you're not sure, someone asked, am I in the right spot? You've joined the ProSites webinar. We actually call it a deminar because we're going to do a quick demonstration on a new feature called Reputation Marketing. My name is Keith Washington. I'm the VP of Products here at ProSites, and I'm joined by Eric Mace, who's a product manager here at ProSites. Before we get started formally, a couple of things I want to point out to you. Number one, we are recording this presentation, so if by chance you had to drop off or if you wanted to get follow-up information or remember how Eric showed you how to walk through and create this new feature, you will get that information after the webinar. Two, if you have questions, you clearly can hear me, hopefully, but I can't hear you because you're on mute. But there is a little questions box in your GoToWebinar panel, and throughout the meeting, especially when Eric is showing a demonstration, I am going to be looking at the questions and hopefully answering them. And at the end of the presentation, I will take a look and see if there are questions, and we'll spend enough time for questions and answers. And I will either answer them live to everyone if I feel that it applies to everyone, or answer you directly online. So thanks again for taking the time. And lastly, just at the end of the webinar, when you are leaving, there's a brief survey that will pop up. I think it's 1 or 2 questions, and we really appreciate it if you could just answer those questions as you exit the webinar. It really helps us do a much better job over time in providing these webinars to you. So thanks again to take time to hear about this new feature that we've added to ProSites and to your website called Reputation Marketing. Reputation marketing is a process of encouraging and promoting reviews from your patients. And I'm going to give you a brief overview of the importance of getting reviews and managing what people say about you and your practice, and how we at ProSites is now offering you help with this important component of marketing your practice online. And then after that, Eric is going to show you how quickly you can set this up for your website. I want to just point out, and I mentioned that I called managing reviews in your reputation part of an online marketing strategy. And many practices are now starting to realize how important reviews are in getting new patients. I have a slide here that shows what traditional advertising, where the most popular offline lead generation activities, and if you can see that, the most powerful, the most popular is customer referrals and word of mouth. So when you look at traditional advertising for a practice, whether it be networking or you participating in events or event sponsorships or doing direct mail or print ads, you can see that customer referrals and word of mouth are the most important way to get new prospective patients. And I hear that all of the time. And as a matter of fact, when we do surveys to customers, the most important component of advertising or marketing your practice is word of mouth or referrals. However, word of mouth and referrals are no longer just Aunt Mary talking about your practice and her great experience to the family during Thanksgiving dinner. As you know, it's Aunt Mary leaving a review about your practice online. In fact, word of mouth is made exponentially more powerful because of social media, review sites, and your website. Because when Aunt Mary or anyone talks about your practice, they're doing it in an online way that is captured by the internet, and hundreds, thousands of people can see that information. And so its impact on your practice can be much higher. When you look at some of the most common or most important online marketing tools, all of them are vehicles for patients to comment, to praise you, to complain about you, and even recommend your practice to tens, hundreds, and thousands of people who might be interested in your service, whether it's on your website, which you can collect reviews, or Facebook, which has reviews options, Google+, which shows reviews whenever you're found on the internet, or Twitter, or YouTube, or Yelp, a very powerful review tool, or even Pinterest. It's important that you know that reviews and your reputation are being talked about throughout the internet. That's why managing your online reputation is becoming so important. And I think you already know that. Some quick stats on online reviews that I think you may already know about, maybe inherently you know about it, but these are really interesting. The average doctor's name is searched 76,000 times a month. That's 76,000 times a month. There are 16 million searches for dentists a month in the United States. Patients read an average of 4 online reviews before choosing a doctor. It's very interesting, and I think you do this even in your own, even when you are looking for businesses or services, you now look at online reviews. And almost 80% of people who read reviews trust reviews as much as they would trust a personal recommendation or word of mouth from a friend or a family member. So it's important to understand that online reviews are very important. And I think you know that. If you take a look at this slide, doctors and dentists are the #2 most recommended local business. Restaurants are #1, and I think everyone knows that you really hardly ever go to a restaurant that you don't know about without taking a look at its review online. Then doctors and dentists, followed by garages and car dealerships. Those are the most recommended types of local businesses. So managing your online reputation is very important. However, reviews usually come from the very happy or the very mad, and you want to make sure that those who are just simply satisfied with your service have an easy way to say so, to provide the right balance of reviews. So you're not getting a review that seems like you're the best ever and a review that seems like you're the worst ever, and you end up getting, just 3 stars on average. It's important that you become more aggressive in managing and marketing your reputation online on sites that matter, like these sites, like your website, like Google+, Yelp, CitySearch, Bing, all of the places where prospective patients are looking for you. And I really want to point out that your website is important in being able to show reviews, because if someone is interested in you, they're going to look at, and we know this to be the case because we track this, they look at your homepage, then they look at Meet the Team, About the Doctor, and then they look at reviews. And so but it must be a central location on your website so that you're capturing information. And that's why we've introduced ProSites Reputation Marketing. We've made it easy for you to leverage the power of your website to get more reviews. And the way we've done this is really in 4 things. And we've actually put a new form on your website to make it easy for you to get and monitor reviews in 4 different ways. #1, patients can easily write and submit reviews. As a matter of fact, you can encourage them to go to your website, either on a placard or a business card. Go to your website, go to my website and leave a review, and they can easily create and submit a review right from your practice's website. 2, patients can easily take that review, happy patients, and post them on outside sites like Yelp or Google+, whatever you set up, and Eric's going to show you how you set that up on your website really easily. #3, you can monitor what reviews come into you, and this is really important because now you're able to see what people are saying about you, and then you can decide which ones you want to publish on your website. If you like the review and you want it to be a central component of your reviews page on your website, you can simply publish it, and Eric will show you how. If you don't like the review, or if it's a negative review, guess what? You can easily reply to the reviewer by email so that you can correct the situation. So now you're taking control of the reviews that happen, and you're able to quickly monitor what happens to you. And you can also, #4, help prospective patients see reviews because they can look at them right from your practice's website. I want to point out, because I've had a couple of calls when we originally launched this feature, the beauty of this is that it's free. It's a free component of all of your website. So if you're a current customer of ours, it comes with your website. You don't have to pay extra money. There are things that we do charge for, but this particular one is part of our Future Now assurance, which means that if we add certain features or as we improve our product, you get that for free. And so all you have to do is set that up. And enables a lot of people to be able to see more about your website and power up your website. So that's really just a quick overview, and I want Eric just to spend a minute to show you how you can do this on your website, and he's going to do a quick demonstration of that. All right? I'm just going to turn over the presentation to Eric so that he can
All right.
get started. And I do see your screen, Eric, so
Do we
it's
see
great.
it? We're all good now? Okay. All right. So I'm going to be walking through a little demo here today on how to set up the new reputation marketing features. To do that, we're going to go ahead and just sign in to our website by clicking sign in here at the top. And then let's go ahead and log in with our username and password. So once we're logged in here, we're going to want to click on Website Editor so we can start editing the website. And what we see here is all the pages we currently have in our website. We can edit it, add new pages and whatnot. In this case, what we're going to want to do is add a new page, and if not already selected, we're going to click on Page Options. And from there, we'll see our new page type, Patient Reviews. So we're going to add that to the site, and that's going to take us directly into the page so we can start editing it. You know, we've got things here at the top where we can edit like the button name, which is how it shows in the navigation. We have our page titles, kind of standard stuff for our pages here, along with an area where you can add any additional content to the top of the page. This next section is when we actually start setting up the features of the review page. This area here, the email replies to, is really important that you have your email address or someone who's going to be checking the reviews, because whenever a patient fills out a review, this is the email that it's going to be sent as a notification. So we want to make sure that's current. And then in the next area here, we have created hyperlinks to your third-party review sites, such as Yelp, Google+, Bing, Facebook. And these would be the links to your Yelp page. So if you need help finding or creating these links, member services will be able to assist you with gathering this information. But this would be the address, you know, to your Yelp page. For the demo purposes, I'm just going to put Yelp in there so we can see how it looks. But we do have the option to add more. If you have another review site that's not listed in one of the defaults, we can add it down here at the bottom. Say we want to do health grades. So we type in the name of it, and then we're going to add the URL. Oops. And again, this would be the health grades URL to your profile, so it may, you know, continue on with whatever the URL is there. Once we have it added, we're just going to click the Add button, and now it's in the options here for a review. And that's pretty much it for configuring the page. Now we can go ahead and publish, so we can add this new page to our website. So I'm just going to go ahead and click Publish up at the top here. And this should just take a minute or less. Okay, so our site's published. Let's go ahead and open that up. I must be getting high bandwidth times right now. There it goes. Okay. So now we can see we have our new page here, Patient Reviews, added to our navigation. We'll go ahead and click and go to that page. So here is the new Patient Reviews page. You can see, you know, patients can leave star ratings along with a review, and they can fill out their information. So we're going to go ahead and create a review. Let's do a 4-star review, and let's say it was great. All right. And go ahead and put in our name here, and the city, and the email address. And all these fields are required. That way you can communicate back to the patient. So now that we've got it filled out, we're going to go ahead and submit. And the review has been submitted. You're going to receive an email now notifying you that you just received a new review on your website. But because this review was a good review, we've made it easy for the patient to copy this review and then also post it on your third-party review sites that we set up earlier. So you can see that we've got our Yelp icon here now, and then our health grades icon, our text here, that we could click on, and ideally it would take us directly to your Yelp page where the patient could then continue filling out on Yelp's side to create you a review. So like I said, you received an email that notified you that you received a new review. So in that email, you can click a link that will take you directly to what's called the Review Manager, or you can just go back to your website and go to the control panel and access it there. So for this demo, we're going to go back to the control panel. So this is where we first logged into when we logged into the site. And now we have a new option over here under Website Tools called Review Manager. So if we click on that and open that up, we're going to go ahead and see all the reviews now. So first off, we see the new review that we just created here. And if we want to publish that one, we just simply click the Publish button here. And that's going ahead, and now it's moved out of the new reviews and it's under the Published Reviews now. So if we want to see how that looks, since we clicked Publish, we can quickly go back to our site and just refresh the page. The form clears out. But now at the bottom, we see the review that we just posted on the site. Well, let's say we don't like that review or we wanted to remove it. We have that option. So we're going to go back to the Review Manager. And here we have the option to hide it. So we can just simply click Hide. Now it's moved. It's under the Hidden Reviews. You also have options like Keith mentioned. You can email directly back to him by clicking the link here, or we could delete the review completely. Because we hid it, let's go ahead and check out how that looks. Refresh the page one more time. Now our review is gone. Well, let's say we did want that. We want to add it back. We go back to our Review Manager, Hidden Reviews. We're going to publish it again. It moved out of the hidden. Now it's back under Published Reviews. We come back to our site, refresh, our review is back. So now we can start promoting this page with our patients to start collecting more reviews for our website. And that is the demo of the patient reviews.
Great, thanks, Eric. So just want to point out a couple of things. Number one, you can leave or publish as many reviews as you want. I encourage you to publish positive reviews, but you can publish as many reviews as you want, and I think up to 5 will show on the first screen, and then we will have the little buttons that will allow people to look through reviews that you want. And you also can control how many reviews or how long the review stays on your website. So that's a pretty powerful feature. Second, I want to point out that when we say publish, we're only talking about publishing to your website. Eric mentioned that, but you are not, through a review manager, publishing to outside review sites. Only a patient can publish or send information to a Yelp or Google+. So this is not giving you the ability to automatically push reviews, because those outside review sites wouldn't like that. But you can encourage them and provide a seamless way for them to simply go to a Yelp or Google Plus or HealthGrades or anywhere, any outside review site, and push and either write in that review or copy that review into that website. So I hope that with this quick little demonstration, you can see that it's really easy for patients to write and submit reviews. It's really easy for you to encourage happy patients to post that review on other sites. You get the chance to monitor the reviews and publish them in seconds, and it helps prospective patients learn more about you and what your patients say about you. It's a great tool, and by the way, as I said before, it is free with your current subscription, so you don't have to pay extra money for it. One other thing I want to point out that's really important, if you don't feel comfortable, and I think Eric showed you how easy it is, but we have a number of customers that don't even feel good about logging into the web editor, call our member services group, and they will be happy to show you. They'll be happy to show you exactly how to do it, or do it for you on behalf of you. So they don't mind doing it for you, and they can set it up for you in minutes. Also, if you don't have a Yelp account or if you don't have a Google Plus account, I encourage you to give us a call. You can either call an account advisor to help you out, or call our member services group at service@ProSites.com, or call us on our main number, and we will help you out. Lastly, I just want to point out a couple of other things, because maybe you don't pay attention to every newsletter that we have out. Over the past number of months and years, we have we have added a lot of new updated website styles. So if you have an older style, while you're adding a reviews page, take a moment to take a look at our new themes and potentially look at upgrading to our new responsive themes. We have, really exciting new ways to engage prospective patients, or so that customers can, patients and prospective patients can see you both on a desktop and a mobile device. So please take a look at that. I talked about future now assurance and how you get a lot with your website, including the updates like a reputation marketing feature, but we also have, as additional costs, search engine optimization if you don't know it, social media management, and pay-per-click, things that will help you with your online marketing strategy. So I encourage you to talk to an account advisor to see what services we offer. A lot of people think that we just are a website company, but we are your online marketing partner and look to be able to do that. So I'd like to just take a few moments. I think we have, about 5 or 10 minutes that we can take questions. I will look at them online. The way for you to ask questions is to go into the questions panel and simply type in your question. Eric and I will be looking at the questions and see if there are things that I need to see if there's something that I can talk about either verbally or I'll answer you online. So just give me a second. I'm just going to take a look at them. There are a number of questions. There's a question here. I think I understand it. Can you only remove and hide those on your website? In other words, you can't remove if they post a review to Yelp and Google, and that is correct. You can only control, I think I said this, you only can publish or hide reviews on your own website. External review sites are built for people, for a potential small business or business to be able to just remove reviews that they don't like on Yelp, Google, Bing. But because it's your website, you can control the marketing of your website and really focus on a lot of the, as I talked about, a lot of people who are really satisfied with your service but don't necessarily have a chance to be able to let you know that or let other people know that. If you have, by the way, a fraudulent review, I think many of you know this, or a review that you really think is totally out of line, please contact that review site and have them take a look at that for you. Someone asked the question, where do patients go to write a review on the site? So I think we just, and I'll point it out again, what you first do is you set up the form, the reviews form in the website editor, and then that form will now show up on your website wherever you want it in the navigation. You can move that around, and then from that point on, patients would be able to go to your site. I'll also want to point out that there are ways for you to encourage patients to go to the site, to your site, and leave a review. Whether you have a little business card at your front desk, or you use it as part of your email marketing, when you send a thank you email, you can tell them, put a link to your website and say, if you would like to leave a review, please go to this page, and you can have www.yourwebsite and reviews page, and take them, have them link directly to that, to your website, and leave a review. Someone asked a question that was really interesting. Is it better for the patient to review the entire office or mainly the doctor? I think either is good. I think, especially if it's positive. As you know, people who go to your office go for and regularly come to your practice, go for a number of reasons. That's why you spend a lot of money sometimes on making sure that your office looks nice, or that you're interested in making sure that your staff is friendly, and making sure that the service that you provide is professional and accurate and has the types of things that has the type of result that you want. I think it's important for a patient to be able to comment on anything, and then for you to be able to respond to it. So if you have a patient that's happy with your staff, that's a great thing to know, and that's something that you want to promote in terms of marketing your practice. If someone is not happy with your staff, I think that's something that you want to know so that you can provide feedback and improvement for your staff. It doesn't necessarily mean that on your website you need to market that, but it gives you the opportunity to learn more. I'm just thinking of just walking. We have a number of questions, which is really exciting. Some of them I'll answer separately. Someone asked, and maybe if you join late, whether or not this webinar is recorded for later viewing. Yes, all of our webinars are recorded, including this little question and answer session. And then after this session, you will receive the recording or a link to the recording, as well as other information. So I think those. Someone asked another question, can reviews from other websites be transferred to ProSites? And the answer is no. We don't transfer reviews from other websites to ProSites, but this is a good opportunity for you to set up your ProSites reviews page and then use it to capture new reviews. I really we have found, actually surprisingly so, that there's much more interest in this feature than we had anticipated. We're really excited that this way that we thought would power up your website has proven to be so. So this is a good time for you to start really recharging your review process. And don't forget, it's not just about getting reviews in your website. You can also encourage patients to leave reviews on your outside review sites and make it easy for them to do it. One of the things that we've learned through our research is that people really want to leave reviews, but sometimes it's too difficult, or they don't really want to take the time to go through all of the process. But while they are interested and while they are actually typing in a review for you, giving them the vehicle to quickly then post that onto your website is really really powerful and makes capturing reviews much easier. I had someone ask if we could go through the process again, and what I'll encourage us to do is, I know Eric went pretty quickly because it is easy to do, is once you get the recording, you can use this recording while you are actually adding it to your website. If you find that to be difficult, even though our team here at ProSites says, would be mad at me for being overwhelmed, call our member services and let them set it up for you. They're happy to do it. But the recording will be able to show you again exactly how quickly it is to do it. But really, you simply just log into your website editor and you will see that new reviews page as an option, and you can go from there. Other questions? Okay, so I will take a moment. I'll take another moment to see if we have any other questions. But in the absence of that, I just want to once again encourage you to give us a call. If you're interested in some of the other services that we offer, please don't hesitate to call an account advisor at 888-367-0493. Call us if you want to add reputation marketing to your website page. Please take a look at the new styles while you're in the editor and see if it's time for you to upgrade your style, and talk to an account advisor even if you aren't doing it today, just to make sure you know what the options are for you, that ProSites can help you get more patients, keep your current patients engaged, and help you grow your business. So I really appreciate everyone joining the webinar. We're going to stay online and answer questions online. I'm going to stop the recording. I thank everyone for attending the webinar and appreciate Eric. Thanks for doing the demonstration. And I hope everyone has a great afternoon and a great evening. Thank you.